I've taken the gravel out of my fish tank the other day, but I didn't film it because I had other things that I was dealing with, like taking the gravel out. Didn't take long, but then I had to make sure that the filter was clean, and I was checking it over, cleaning the glass. And by the time I actually got round to filming it, it was a bit late in the day to start filming, so I just thought, well, I'm not going to film right now. But I've cleaned out all the gravel, or most of it. Still a few dots in there. I need to get some what I call neon stones, which I need to put in there. I was going to like do a bit of a tank clean out, like of the filter and things like that. I just give it a bit of a go around with what you call a gravel cleaner. I went around with that and just did the gravel before I took it out. Then I did the scooping of it out with the net. And then I put the gravel cleaner onto the filter at the back. And I've been told, pinch the gravel cleaner. When you put it in, it fills with water. You pinch the gravel cleaner. Don't turn off the filter or the air pump until the filter gets to a level where it needs to be turned off. As long as you've got the air pump on, you're good. But don't turn off any sort of air. The air pump I left on. But what I did is I got the gravel cleaner, and then I didn't pinch the end because it was doing it pretty fine. But apparently you need to pinch the middle of it, which I learned that you need to do that. So then it produces like not a siphon, as in you're not pulling all the water out. You pull a little bit out, but you're pulling the muck out. So you just kind of pinch and bend the tube and bend it. So you get the tube, you bend and you bend. And then when you unbend and you bend, it creates like what you call, I suppose like it sucks it up. But it only sucks up the muck. It doesn't suck up the water as much. A little bit of water does come out with the muck, but not as much as you would if you was just draining it. But there you go. But that is my tank now. It's pretty clean. There isn't going to be any muck or any sort of muck developing because I haven't got anything on the ground that's for him to sift into. There's no gravel, no nothing now. It's just plain empty tank. I don't know if that's a bad thing, but I don't really like having much on the bottom of my tank. I did have gravel, but that was just so that the fish could have something to root around in. But I've got rid of that, and since getting rid of that, they don't really root around at the bottom anymore, but they do root around in my plants. My filter, just to mention while it's on the camera, it's supposed to be 1 centimetre or 1 inch, I can't remember which, below water level. So somewhat about that. Should be a bit higher than that, but I've left it about that. As long as it's flowing correctly, it's fine. And by flowing correctly, I mean doing that. Yeah, I know that's side side. I'll fix it in a minute. There you go. Still not totally fixed, but I'll fix it in a sec. There you go, fixed. Straightened it up. It's still doing a lot of rumpling on the top, but it's because it's not totally down. I think it is meant to do. That is about right. We're pretty clean in there. I'll show you my other tank. As I mentioned before, my other tank is actually an LED. It's not totally working on this device at the moment, so it's gonna need sorting out on my other device. So come back in a second and I will see to get the tank switched on. There, I've switched it on. I did it by the plug socket this time and just switched it on. But I do usually use my phone, but because I'm recording on my phone, I couldn't really just do that. So I've done it by the plug this time. And that's not unplugging it, plugging it back in. There's a switch on my plug that does for different colours. I'll show you the colours now. This is white. Red or pink, choose your choice. Not very good on the camera, but that's that colour. This one's green, but it looks more turquoise on camera. This is one of my favourite colours. This is a blue, but it looks more like a greeny turquoise or a pink on here, but this is definitely a blue. And you get back to like a whitish colour. I'll just check if that's the only colour left. That was the only colour left. I've gone through them all again and it's the only colour left. So that is the colours. I've managed to get it on flash now. So now it's on flash. Let me fix. Right, I think I fixed that now. I just had to have a press of the buttons on the thing because there's like a pack that's about that big and then that long, and it's like goes at the back of the fish tank, and it's got like a musical button on it, a mode, and then a power button on it. The musical button, it's because it's LED, you can like get it so you can go towards the beat of the music. If I use my phone, I can get different songs and it'll do the beat to the song, but I don't really use it that much. I used it in the past before when I had it on my other fish tank, but didn't use this one. But yeah, my live plants there. Got a weight on the bottom of it. And then you've got my little, there my platies. And then there's my, I still haven't really know what that fish is. I think it's a fantail, but I'm not too sure. And you've got my minnows. They're the white 3 at the top. The stripy one is a zebra danio. And then somewhere, if you can just see in that shadow there, that is my male and female platy. And their other ones will probably get to the size of that. So I'm meaning the ones that are like a reddish colour. Not the one that's swimming around trying to get my attention. The one that's these ones here, they will get as big as that one. Not that one. Move out the way. That one. There. Because these ones are minnows. These ones here, they're minnows. They're white cloud minnows. I have 3 white cloud minnows. I think there's 3 of them. One of them I think's like a different colour. It's like a yellowy colour. So I have 2 that are white cloud and 1 that's like a yellowy colour. And then you've got my little platies, which are, oh, can't really get my camera straight. My little platies. When I'm looking at the fish tank, it looks like I'm pointing the camera directly at it, but when I look on the camera, I'm totally off. I do apologise. It's been a couple of days now since my zebra dano has been in there, but I'm not quite sure like why it's rushing around like that. It's always like really rushing around. It's not as bad as it was, but it was like really darting everywhere and really stressed. I don't know whether that's as normal as it is now. I don't know. But yeah, I think out of this tank, I think my favourite's probably my Danio. Sorry, can't pronounce that right. And then there's that one there. That's ping pong. I was thinking of calling it Dotty or Spot or something because it had dots on its back. But I decided ping pong. I think that fish alone was, I think it was around about £15 to get it delivered. I'll just check. Right, I'm just loading up what the on my account online to show you the what I ordered with the fish, because there was a eBay buyer which I used, and I used I just want to try and keep this camera in the right place at the same time. It's very hard to do two things at once. But yeah, I got, because of the postal strikes, I've had to have it dispatched at a later date. I'm not going to give personal information out, just delivery information. My order number and things, I will have to cover it up, so. Right, I've actually covered up the order number because it's like, the tracking number's okay to use, but the order number at the top, I've had to cover that up a little bit. Sorry if you can see it, I've had to cover it up slightly with a feather duster because I don't want people knowing details and such, so pardon if you just got a glimpse of that. But I got it delivered on September 6th, and this one is 3 young sunset platies. So they're like an orangey colour, and they were 3 for £7, and that was sold by Dom's Aquariums, and that's on eBay. Pardon me while I have to go and just put to my fish tank again. This is just while I sort out the next one. I'm going to see if I load it up, if it actually comes up with the details. I don't think it does, but I'm just going to see because I don't really want to give people's personal details. So this is actually fine, but this one works better. So you get a scroll down box, and this one is seller Discount Aquatics Bolton. So pardon my dodgy camera skills while I balance my phone. If you scroll up to the bottom, it just tells you when it's going to get delivered, but I'm just wanting to show you the seller which I got it from, because it tells you all the packing information below of the dates it does. But yeah, I want to show you, I'll go back to the fish tank a second. I want to show you where I got my other ones from, because I got them from a nice place which I've used a few times. And it was something called Aquatics, but this one is coming up with something else, and I don't know if I'm clicking on the wrong thing. No fish around at the moment. Right, this one is Discount Aquatics at Bolton, where I got my other fish from. This is where my minnows came from, and I clicked on this, and you use the scroll down bar when it decides to load it up, and you can get temperate platy, temperate zebra dano, temperate white cloud minnow, or gold cloud minnows. So if you just go out of that and you scroll across this screen, if it lets you, it shows you. Hold on, I'll just click on that. Just let me hold the camera in a different place without pressing any buttons. You get the Danos, the Platy, that's the white cloud one, and then you've got the other one, and then that's another fish that they've got. So if you go back to that scroll down menu again, this is not me sponsoring anyone, this is me just showing you what I did. But the other one was whatever you pronounce that as, a pleco, I think. But I've got the temperate platy, I've got a zebra danio, a white cloud mountain minnow, and a gold white cloud minnow is what I've got, as you can see by my, just go back again and again and again. As you can see, I didn't want to really show you my order number, but apparently it doesn't matter now. So you've got that one, which is my Dano platter. Then you go down, you've got my cold Dano platter, which is a zebra danio. Then you've got my platters. But yeah, I've got gold white cloud ones, and then the ones. Nowhere on my order is there anything to do with that little one there. But yeah, there's no reason you can do anything with that order number or anything, because they've not given you any. It's just a tracking number and everything like that. But it'll just be no good to anybody now, because I've received the fish. So you won't, as long as I don't show anybody's addresses and things like that, will be fine. I don't think any information I've shown you is bad, so as far as I'm aware, we're all good. I was thinking of getting some more fish for this tank, some like more danios, but as I said, the dispatch and the tracking and getting the information through for how much it's going to cost me, it was costing me, for this seller at Discount Aquatics Bolton, the price of a gold white cloud minnow is $2.75 each, and then you've got the postage on top, which is $14.99. That's why I'm not doing it again. This one, for the danio, same seller again, $2.39 for a fish. Then you've got a shocking $14.99 delivery fee again. Luckily I got that combined, but I've had to pay, I think in total, let me just look at this one, £9.5 postage for this other one, which was the Sunset Platters, for 3 of them, which are them little guys there, them Sunset Platters there. That was £7 for 3. So yeah, the other ones I got, think from Pet Shop, and then that one there, I don't know where that came from. I think that might have been an accident on their part, because I don't remember ordering that, and it's not come up anywhere on my orders, and it's nowhere to be seen on here either, unless it's just not being placed on my order. But that one there looks like a fantail. I'm just going to have a look and see if I can find it anywhere on his seller's website, but I don't think it's anywhere on here as far as I can see. I'm just going to have a quick look and then get back to you. This is the only one I can find that's very similar to the one that we've got in the tank. So this is the only other one I can find, which I did want, unless I've accidentally bought it, I'm not quite sure. But this is a pearl scale cold water fantail ping pong goldfish cold water fish. So unless that's the one I've got, anybody else tell me, does it look anything like the one in my tank that's currently up there? Does that look anything like the one on the screen? I'll show you again on full scale. Does that look anything like that little fellow there? Because I think it looks a bit like that, but I'm not 100% sure, and it looks nothing like the picture, because it doesn't have dots everywhere, unless it's just a different picture, but it doesn't look like the one I've got. Just similar. Any ideas, let me know. But yeah, if you want to use that seller, it is the name there. Discount Aquatics Bolton, and it's on eBay. And that's where I got my fish from. Apart from the other two which I got from the pet shop. But that's where I got, by the looks of things, where have you gone? That little guy there, that's Ping Pong. And I've got my little fantail, not fantail, platies, sorry. Blah, blah, blah. That's a platy, it's because the other one's a fantail, sorry. That's a platy, that one there. They look like minnows sometimes because they're so small, but they aren't. I think the sunset platies, I think I called them before. I keep getting confused because there's that many different types in here. Platies, minnows, fantail. I get confused. There you are, guys. Just let me know in the comments what that one is. If I've got it right, I don't know. There we go. Thanks, guys.